I'm John McKay's first team coach Mark Hams after this afternoon's 3-1 win at Lowestoft. Mark, there's many positives from today's game. Let's start with Matt Patterson's screaming left foot volley on the stroke of half time. How important was the timing of that goal?
In terms of the timing, very important. In terms of just getting into the lead would have been adequate, but just the timing of it was excellent. Yeah, just to give him a flat couple of minutes and then go in at half time, come out for the second half with the lead.
It's a long old way to come here, but what a result, what a performance it was this afternoon.
It is a long way. To be honest with you, there was something about the journey today. It seemed quite unique, where it went quick, but I think it went quick because the whole sort of atmosphere seemed very relaxed. Everybody was having a real good laugh, which sort of one laugh led into another and blah blah blah, and it just seemed before we knew it, we'd left the ground and we'd left Kingstonian and we was here. So when you consider how the week started at Lowestoft, there was quite a unique atmosphere on the bus, and it was really. I think it was a massive contribution as to why we sort of dug in and played so well today.
Another massive contribution was the training ground routine for the first goal. You've been practicing deflections as well on those.
Oh, steady. No, they've set that one. The players have got to take unbelievable credit for that. But without going into it too much, it was very well set up, very well delivered.
And Andre McCullin followed up in the second half with the crucial third goal. How cool was that finish?
Yeah, well, you got half a chance, and you've always said if you're a front man, you throw 1v1 with the keeper. If you keep it low, then it's probably as much as 9 out of 10 times, 8 out of 10 times you'll score. But yeah, that's clinical, that's calm, and he was carrying an injury at the time as well, so because we already had the boards ready to drag him off. So to dig in one more time to get the third goal was he's done really well for us there.
Tom Bird has settled right back in at left back. It's like he's never been away, and he's also released Somner to play in the centre of the pitch again. How important was he today in the centre of the park?
I think the centre of the park, not just Matty on his own. I think the centre of the park, that sort of general area, was what won us the game today. I mean, yes, you've mentioned the set piece, and yes, you've mentioned Andre there, but we sort of got this mentality, which it shouldn't have come across as arrogant. It's purely based on facts. Is that we will score goals, but not conceding is as you saw at Lowestoft, has been an issue for some games in the recent past. So I think the centre of the park was very secure. It denied a lot of space for him to be inventive in there. Which I mean, let's not get away from it. They're a good side, a proper good side, and a good club. But yeah, that area, not just Matty, I thought was vital for us today.
You've mentioned Lowestoft, they are a good side. Not many sides will come away from here with 3 points this season. Is that the perfect reaction from Monday's game?
Yeah, what more can you ask? I mean, training, to be honest with you, training was a perfect reaction, and you easily count on one hand. You don't need two hands to count how many people have come here and win this season. But again, Thursday was unique as well. It was a good session. There's no need for sort of crisis meetings or anything like that. It's just let's train again, let's react well, let's talk about a bit of shape and how we might change things, and we did, to be honest with you. With 5 minutes to go in the first half, leading up to half time, we said, right, let's revert to what we discussed earlier on and what we discussed in training. Let's just see out the 5 minutes and take it from there. But yeah, we've had, I was going to say we've had a good week. It started badly, but like you said, what more can you do to react than that?
It's still relatively early days in terms of the league season, but how pleased are you with the progress since pre-season to where we are today?
I'm pleased. Yeah, it's been. I mean, one of the oldest cliches that you hear is in football is one of those where you say, like this time last year we'd have folded, or 2 years ago we'd have folded a result like that, and it might be right. Going to Lowestoft last season and losing 5-2, would you have expected to come here and win following that? Probably not. But it's big progress to be. They've got to get massive credit for today, the players. They really have, and all the credit they can get, they should take. They shouldn't deflect any of it, because that's a huge result for us to come here, particularly after what happened on Monday at Lowestoft.
Gary McDonald, centre-back captain, how big a presence was he today?
Again, it's part of the central area. I mean, I probably made it come across as the central midfield part of the pitch was vital for us today, but the whole core of the central area of the pitch was incredibly strong. But what you can't do is ignore the role that Huckle did in there today, as well, in front of the centre halves or behind the centre midfielders, whatever you want to call it, because he denied so much space in there, and at times like that it can make the centre halves look like they've had a good game. I'm not saying they didn't, but it can make them look like they've had a good game. But that relationship between the two centre halves and what's in front of them was so important. It really was.
That's very well played today. Great result, great performance.
Nice one.
Cheers.
Thanks, John. Cheers. Thank you.